We continue with the chapter Redox Reactions Unit 8. Today is Monday, 1st period, 5th July 2021. And today I am going to teach you and make you understand the determination of oxidation number of an atom in molecules and radicals. In molecules as well as in radicals. Okay. So now let us have a look. You can take out your exercise copies and write down the following question. Write down the following question. Calculate the oxidation number. Calculate the oxidation number of the underlined element in the following molecules. Please copy it down. Calculate the oxidation number of the underlined element in the following molecules. The first compound which I am writing is potassium permanganate, KMnO4, and the underlined element whose oxidation number is to be found out is Mn, manganese. Okay, it is manganese. Now let the oxidation number of manganese be X. Let it be X. Okay. Potassium, we know its valency. Its oxidation number is +1. Oxygen, we know its valency is -2. Oxidation number -2. So write those oxidation numbers above the symbol of these elements. After that, potassium, there is one atom. So +1 plus manganese, it is X. Write down X. Plus oxygen, there are 4 atoms. So 4 into -2 is equal to 0. This potassium permanganate, the overall charge carried by it is 0. It is not carrying any charge. That is why on the right hand side it is 0. Am I clear? So next line, you simplify this, we get 1 plus x, 4 to the 8, minus 8 is equal to 0, or x will be equal to this minus 8 plus 1 is how much? -7. So this becomes plus, just check, this becomes +7 on the other side. So the oxidation number over here, it is coming to +7. Just check. +1 plus x plus 4 into -2 is 0. So it is coming x -7 is 0. So take the -7 that side, we get +7. So therefore oxidation number of manganese is +7. Now you should get used to doing such sort of calculations in your mind also. Okay. So this was one example which I have done for you. Okay. Let us do the next example. Did you all follow this? Did everyone follow this? Okay. Now number 2, subpart 2 now. Subpart 2, I am writing down the formula. Na2S2O3. The name of this compound is sodium thiosulfate. Sodium thiosulfate. The underlined element is sulfur. We are supposed to find the oxidation number of sulfur. So what I will do is, I will write down the formula once more. Na2S2O3, underlined element is sulfur. Now let the oxidation number of sulfur be X. Okay. Now sodium valency is +1, so I write over here +1. Oxygen valency is -2, so I write above oxygen -2. Now next line, what will I do is I will start doing the working. So sodium, there are 2 atoms, so I'll write 2, open the bracket, +1, plus sulfur, there are 2 atoms, so 2, open the bracket, within the bracket put X, plus oxygen is 3 atoms, so I'll write 3, open the bracket, inside the bracket -2. So this is equal to 0 because the overall charge carried by this molecule of sodium thiosulfate, it is 0. So I start simplifying this. 2, 1 is 2 plus 2x minus 6 is equal to 0. So upon simplification I will get 2x, this becomes minus 6 plus 2 is -4 is equal to 0. So this becomes equal to 2x is equal to 4 plus 4. Therefore x will be equal to 4 by 2. 4 by 2 is +2. So the oxidation number of sulfur in sodium thiosulfate is +2. Okay. This was the second example which I have given all of you. Okay. Now, is that clear, boys? Look at the steps. Look at the steps. It is very important. Okay. Now, later on slowly, you should be able to do such calculations mentally without even writing them down. You should be able to do them mentally. Okay. Now, next one, number 3, subpart 3. Subpart 3, I am writing down the formula. Na2S4O6. The name of this compound is sodium tetrathionate, THIONATE. Please get these names also, these chemical names of these compounds also. And here the underlined element is, my dear boys, it is sulfur. Okay. Now again I will write down the formula. Na2S4O6 and the underlined element is sulfur. Let the oxidation number of sulfur here be X. Sodium is +1, oxygen is -2. So I start solving this. So this becomes sodium 2 atoms, within brackets +1, plus sulfur is 4 atoms, within brackets X, plus oxygen 6 atoms, 6 into -2 will give me 0. The overall charge carried by sodium tetrathionate molecule is 0. So that's why on the right hand side we put a 0 over there. After that we get 2 ones are 2 plus 4x minus 12 is equal to 0. So this becomes 4x minus 12 plus 2 is how much? -10. So this I will get finally x is equal to 10 by 4. 10 by 4. Are you getting it? 2 5s are 10, 2 2s are 4. So I am getting plus 5 by 2. Now, this is an example of oxidation number which is fractional. Which is what? Which is fractional. It is called fractional oxidation number. So, in the examination, you will get questions where multiple choices will be given. So whenever you do the calculation and get the oxidation number of any element, if it comes fractional, don't get confused. It is possible. Possibility of getting fractional oxidation number is also there. Okay, this was number 3. Okay, now let us, yes. Yeah, if it is a neutral molecule, then it should be equal to 0. I will come to the other example where it is not equal to 0. Okay, in the next example, just have a look. I am writing CHCl3. The underlined element I am putting C, okay, carbon. This you find it out yourself. Okay. Number 5, I am writing PO4 minus 3. Find the oxidation number of phosphorus. Underlined element is phosphorus. So let the oxidation number of phosphorus be X. Oxygen we know it is minus 2. So let us do this now. So phosphorus 1 atom. So X plus oxygen 4 atoms. So 4 into minus 2 is equal to overall charge. Look at this. The overall charge carried by the phosphate ion is how much? It is minus 3. So on the other hand side, I put over here minus 3. Did you understand now? Did you understand now? Yes, very good. So now I will have X minus 4 to the 8 is equal to minus 3. So X, this over here X becomes equal to minus 3 plus 8. So my answer comes plus 5. So the oxidation number of phosphorus in phosphate, it is plus 5. Did you get it? Did you get it, boys? I'm asking. Yes. Yeah, somebody. No, minus 3 would be given. It is given over here. No, see. Is it given over here? This minus 3 is given. No, just check. It is given. Isn't it? Can you see? Yeah, minus 3 is given. Yes. Yeah. That plus 5 minus whatever you get, that symbol you have to put at the end. That is very important. Okay. Are you getting my point? Very good. Okay. Now, let me go to the next slide. Okay. Let me go to the next slide. Okay. So, we go to the next slide now. Now, that was number 5. So, I am giving you few classwork, or you can say homework, for you all to try on your own. Okay. So, copy this. Number 6. Cr2O7 minus 2. So your question is, get the oxidation number of this underlying element, that is chromium. That is number 6. Okay. Number 7. The formula is K4FeCN6, potassium ferrocyanide. K4FeCN6. Get the oxidation number of Fe. Oxidation number of Fe. I am giving you a hint over here. Okay, potassium oxidation number is plus 1, valence is plus 1. This let it be X. And cyanide, it is a radical. No, its oxidation number is minus 1. Overall charge carried by this potassium ferrocyanide is 0. So that is the hint. Okay. Then we go to number 8. Number 8, I am giving you the example number 8. Okay. The question which you have to try yourself. FeH2O6Cl3. Get the oxidation number of iron. Okay. So again here you have to let oxidation number of iron as X. Water oxidation number is a neutral molecule, so put it 0 over there. Chlorine oxidation number is minus 1. Okay. So this you work out. Then one more I'll give you for your homework. Number 9. CO. This CO means cobalt. Okay, cobalt. And cobalt is underlined. And then in brackets we have NH3, ammonia, 6. And this is an ion. It is a complex ion, 3 plus. So here also you have to say oxidation number of cobalt, let it be X. Ammonia is a neutral molecule. Okay. So you can put over here 0 and then get the answer. Okay. So this is how you have to determine the oxidation number of the following given molecules and radicals. Try to get the answers for 6, 7, 8 and 9 yourself. And if you complete it, you can send the working in the WhatsApp class group so that I can do the correction honestly. Okay. Now, let us proceed further in this chapter, my dear boys. Okay. Are you all ready? Are you all ready? Okay, let us proceed further in this chapter now. Let us proceed further in this chapter. Okay, I am adding some slides over here because I will be needing plenty of slides. Now I am writing the heading. Just now you don't do the writing. Okay, just do the listening work only carefully. The heading, the next subheading is redox reactions. Redox reactions in terms of in terms of oxidation number. In terms of oxidation number. Okay. Redox reactions in terms of oxidation number. Okay. Now, one first example. Please try to understand this question. I am writing a reaction between zinc metal and copper sulfate solution. Zinc metal and copper sulfate solution, and we know that this reaction is possible. If I put zinc metal in copper sulfate solution and stir the solution using a glass rod, the reaction will happen between the zinc metal and copper sulfate solution because this is a simple displacement reaction where zinc will easily displace copper from the copper sulfate solution, and then it will form zinc sulfate solution and copper metal in the solution. Okay, now this equation can be written in the ionic form as well. So I'll write this equation in the ionic form below. Zinc metal plus, now from copper sulfate, the ion which we are interested is the metal ion. So I'll write over here, in copper sulfate, the oxidation number of copper is +2. So I'll write over here Cu +2 in aqueous solution. Okay, then I'll put an arrow over here. Now in zinc sulfate, the oxidation number of zinc is +2 because sulfate is -2. Sulfate is -2, and copper metal, any metal, oxidation number is 0. Zinc is also 0. Okay, so here I'll write down Zn +2 Aq plus Cu naught, that is 0, copper metal. Okay, now watch very carefully. Okay, now when this reaction is happening, the zinc metal whose oxidation number is 0, it is becoming zinc ion whose oxidation number is +2. So I will put an arrow like this. Okay, so we can see over here, zinc metal, it is becoming zinc ion. So 0 is becoming +2. So is it increasing? Is the oxidation number increasing? Boys, tell me. Yes, did you get it? No. Oxidation number 0, it is becoming +2, which means the oxidation number is increasing. So above this arrow, I'll write down increase in oxidation number. So increase in oxidation number, my dear boys, it is called oxidation. Increase in oxidation number is called oxidation. Okay, please keep in mind, put this point in your head today itself, just now only. Increase in oxidation number is oxidation. Increase in oxidation number is oxidation, and oxidation is possible by loss of electrons, which you already know. Now look at the other thing over here, copper ion. Now this copper ion, it is becoming copper metal. So this +2 oxidation number, it is becoming 0. Is this increase or decrease? Tell me. It is decreasing. So yes, very good. +2 is becoming 0. So this one I'll write over here, decrease. Decrease in O dot N. O dot N means oxidation number. So decrease in oxidation number, remember boys, it is called reduction. It is called reduction. Decrease in oxidation number is reduction. Am I clear with this, boys? Am I clear with this? So now you listen very carefully. Whenever there is a reaction like this, where oxidation and reduction happen simultaneously, reactions where oxidation and reduction happen simultaneously, they are called redox reactions. They are called what? Redox reactions. Put this in your mind, okay? reactions where both oxidation and reduction happen simultaneously are called redox reactions. Okay, am I clear with this, my dear boys? Am I clear, my dear boys? Okay, yeah, tell me. Okay, I'll repeat everything once more. Reduction part. Look at copper ion. Copper ion on the left hand side, once it is becoming a product, it is this copper ion is becoming Cu plus 2 is becoming Cu0. It is becoming a metal. Okay, oxidation number of any metal is 0. So there is decrease in oxidation number. Are you getting it? So plus 2 is becoming 0 means decrease in oxidation number, which means it is reduction. Reduction is possible by what? By gain of electrons. Whenever it is reduction, there is gain of electrons. Am I clear with this? Am I clear, boys? Can you hear me? Okay, very good. Okay, now let us move to the next example. Now little bit one step higher. Okay, one step, I'll go to one step higher. Next example. I am writing down the equation. Okay, have a look very carefully. Hydrogen sulfide, H2S. Hydrogen sulfide, when it is reacted with nitric acid. Okay, I put an arrow. This hydrogen sulfide, when it reacts with nitric acid, the products obtained are colorless nitric oxide in the beginning, plus sulfur particles, plus water. Okay, this is the reaction. So using this reaction, I am going to explain you redox reaction, and I am going to make clear the concept of oxidizing agent and a reducing agent. Okay, now have a look. Now as usual, we will find and write down the oxidation number of the given elements above their symbols. Hydrogen oxidation number is +1. Okay, so if hydrogen is +1, 2 ones are 2, sulfur has to be -2. Okay, this I am doing mentally. This we can do mentally now. 2 ones are 2 plus x is equal to 0. So this x will be equal to -2. Okay, similarly from nitric acid, hydrogen oxidation number is +1. Okay, oxygen is -2. So this also we can do mentally. 1 plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. So this x comes to, I'll do the working for you over here. +1 plus over here nitrogen is x, we don't know, plus oxygen 3 atoms into -2, this will come to 0. If you simplify this further, this becomes x minus 5 is equal to 0. Therefore x is equal to +5. So oxidation number of nitrogen in nitric acid is +5. So this is what you are supposed to slowly train your mind to do the oxidation number, to get the oxidation number mentally. Okay, so we know over here the oxidation number of nitrogen. Okay, now just a second. Okay, now let us get the oxidation number of nitrogen monoxide. Nitric oxide, nitrogen, the oxidation number is +2, oxygen is -2. Sulfur, it is 0, and atom, no, and in water oxidation number of hydrogen is +1, oxygen is -2. Okay, now get this, all of you. I hope this is clear to all of you. In the beginning, you take your time, to get the oxidation number mentally. If you're not getting it in the rough work, you can try it. You'll get it. Okay. So as time goes by, with a lot of practice, you'll start working out mentally to determine the oxidation number of the elements in a compound. Okay. After you get the oxidation number, you write them down above the symbol of the elements. In hydrogen sulfide, hydrogen +1, sulfur -2. In nitric acid, hydrogen +1, nitrogen +5, oxygen -2. In nitrogen monoxide, nitrogen +2, oxygen -2, sulfur is 0. It's a neutral atom, so 0. In water molecule, hydrogen plus 1, oxygen minus 2. So once we have got the oxidation number, now we will see what are the oxidation numbers which are changing from the reactant, which are changing from where? From the reactant to the, which are changing from the reactant to the product. Okay, let us see. Okay, now check. Hydrogen is plus 1 here. Hydrogen is plus 1. It is not changing. Sulfur is minus 2. Sulfur has become 0. Okay, wonderful. So here I will draw an arrow. I will draw an arrow. Sulfur, it is changing from minus 2 to 0. So when minus 2 oxidation number is becoming 0, is it increase or decrease in oxidation number? Tell me, boys. Very good. It is increase in oxidation number. So I write down over here. It is increase. Increase in oxidation number. Now, what is the meaning of increase in oxidation number? Is it oxidation reduction? It is oxidation. Okay, very good. Now let us check with nitric acid. From nitric acid, hydrogen is plus 1. This side is also plus 1. Nothing worrying. Nitrogen plus 5 in nitric acid, it is becoming in nitrogen monoxide plus 2. Have a look at this. So what is happening? What is happening? Nitrogen plus 5, it is becoming plus 2. So it is increasing or decreasing? Very good. It is decreased. So I'll write down over here. Decrease in oxidation number. Decrease. Decrease in oxidation number. So this is decrease in oxidation number is reduction. It is reduction. So reduction is possible how? By the gain of electrons. Plus 5 becomes plus 2 by gaining 3 electrons. Minus 2 becomes 0 by losing 2 electrons. Are you getting it? So gain of electron is reduction and loss of electron is oxidation. Now till here I hope all of you are clear. Till here all of you are clear. Okay, because I am going to write down the most important sentence after this now. Now watch very carefully. Now in the above reaction, the oxidation number of sulfur from H2S increases from minus 2 to 0. Is it true? Is it true? Tell me. Now in the above reaction, the oxidation number of sulfur from H2S increases from minus 2 to 0. It is changing from minus 2 to 0. It is increasing. Okay. While that of nitrogen from nitric acid reduces from plus 5 to plus 2. I think this is clear. It is true also. The oxidation number of nitrogen, it is reducing from plus 5 to plus 2. Okay. So this is reduction. Okay. Therefore, now I can say, hydrogen sulfide, it is undergoing oxidation. Therefore, now I will write down hydrogen sulfide is the reducing agent. Okay, whatever is undergoing oxidation, that becomes the agent, reducing agent. Put this in your mind today. Very important. Whatever is undergoing oxidation, that becomes the reducing agent. Okay. And on the other side, if you see nitric acid, it is undergoing reduction because the oxidation of number of nitrogen is decreasing from plus 5 to plus 2. Okay, so since nitric acid is undergoing reduction, nitric acid is the oxidizing agent, is the oxidizing agent. I hope everybody is clear now. I hope everybody is clear. Anybody got any question? Anybody got any question? Okay. No question? All of you got it? You watched the video several times. Once I send it in the school's website and the link in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Watch it carefully. You will understand it. Take time. Give more time now. You have to give more time. Class 11 science is the basic stage where you have to give more and more time. Okay, you have to cut down your extra leisure time and give more time over here. Okay, now I will go to the next part, which will be your homework, which you will have to do yourselves. Okay, now I'm writing the question. Identify the substances. Identify the substances undergoing oxidation and reduction and identify the oxidizing agent and reducing agent also. Okay, so I'll give you two for your homework. Okay, two equations for your homework. Okay, number A 3MnO2 manganese dioxide plus 4Al aluminum, reaction between manganese dioxide and heated aluminum. It is going to give me 3Mn manganese metal plus twice Al2O3. Okay, now just to help you, I am going to write down the oxidation number of the elements. In manganese dioxide, the oxidation number of manganese is +4. So I am writing over here. Oxygen is -2. Aluminum is a metal, so oxidation number is 0. Manganese is a metal, oxidation number is 0. Over here, aluminum, it is +3. Oxygen is -2. So try to do this yourself, okay? And send me the working in the WhatsApp group. Okay. Now, number B, the second work which you have to do yourself is number B. I am writing down the ionic equation over here. Cr2O7 minus 2 dichromate ion plus 6 Fe plus 2 plus 14 H plus ions. It is forming 2Cr plus 3 plus 6 Fe plus 3 again plus 7 H2O. Okay, so whatever you do this by heart anyhow. Try to get anyhow. For the second question, I am not writing the oxidation number of the given elements above the symbols, but you can easily get it. Like for example, Fe plus 2, it is plus 2, overall charge is 2, H plus is plus 1, Cr plus 3 is plus 3, Fe plus 3 is plus 3. In water, hydrogen it is plus 1, oxygen is minus 2. Okay. Similarly, in dichromate ion, this oxygen is minus 2, and get the oxidation number of chromium. You can get it easily. Oxidation number of chromium will be how much? If you let it be X, it becomes 2X mentally, plus 7 into minus 2 will be equal to, overall charge is minus 2. So it comes to 2X minus 14 is equal to minus 2. So x will be equal to minus 2 plus 14 is plus 12. So plus 12 by 2 is plus 6. So it is coming plus 6. So oxidation number of chromium is also, it is plus 6. So now see, just by saying I've written down the oxidation number of all the elements above the symbol. So try to get from these two questions which reaction is oxidation and which reaction is reduction, which is the reduction, okay, which part is reduction, and also at the same time try to identify the oxidizing agent as well as the reducing agent. The previous example, have a look at the previous example and you will get a better idea. Okay, now there is I need little bit more time. Okay, next what I'll be trying to do with you all is types of redox reactions. Types of redox reactions. Types of redox reactions. Now these types of redox reactions I want you all to read from page number 529 from your textbooks. The different types of redox reactions are: number 1 is combination, that you read in detail. Number 2 is decomposition. Number 3 is displacement. So 1, 2 and 3 we have been learning since class 8. So I think there is no need to explain. But number 4 I want to clear it just now. Number 4 is called disproportionation reaction. Number 4 is called disproportionation reaction. Now in a disproportionation reaction, the same element undergoes oxidation as well as reduction. The same element is oxidized and the same element is reduced in the same reaction. Such reactions are called disproportionation reaction. This also you can go through yourself from the textbook. I will do one example for the sake of making you understand. Have a look at this. Hydrogen peroxide decomposes to produce water molecule and oxygen gas. Now here look at this hydrogen. In hydrogen peroxide, hydrogen oxidation number is +1, oxygen is -1. In water, hydrogen is +1, oxygen is -2. Oxygen it is -2. Now have a look very carefully. In this example, the oxidation number of oxygen, it is changing from -1 to -2. Have a look very carefully. -1 to -2, which means it is decreasing. It is what? It is decreasing. The oxidation number of oxygen is decreasing. At the same time, the oxidation number of oxygen is also changing from -1 to -2. Have a look at this. Okay, have a look at this. One is happening reduction, one is happening oxidation. Okay, now which one is reduction? I'll tell you. This one, the up one, you see it is reduction. It is reduction, and this one is oxidation. Okay, so I think you're getting some idea over here. Okay, oh just a second. Over here oxygen, no, it is a molecule. So here I have to do some clarification. Oxygen is a molecule. So here we have to keep in mind very clear, oxygen is a molecule, so oxidation number becomes 0. I think the things are clear now. So in the second case over here, the bottom case, if you see very carefully, -1 is becoming 0. -1 is becoming 0. So that is increasing. So that is oxidation. And in the top case, -1 is becoming -2. So this one is, it is decreasing. So that becomes what? That becomes reduction. So such type of reactions where the same element, it is getting oxidized and the same element is getting reduced, are called disproportionation reactions. Okay, so now my dear students, it's already time. I have crossed 5 minutes more. I'm sorry for that. Okay, now just hang on, let me take the attendance, then only you can join the other class. Okay, just hang on, do not go away, okay boys.